In this video guide, I'm going to show you how you can create a 3D plan view and also a 2D plan view in Blender using a model that you should have or you can get like from different sources. So I'm just going to start here from the beginning. I'm going to go File and New. I'm just going to save this one and create a new general. So you may see this strange interface. This is from the BIM, so beam, bonsai beam. You don't want to use it here, but you can also use that if you want. Anyway, I'm gonna delete everything it is in the scene. And then if you want here, you can go to Blender Kits and you can get like some houses and models. Just type here house. And if you want to download, install, use Blender Kit, we created other video guides on how to use this. So you can see a lot of models. You can put here free first, so you can get like the free models. Of course, this is just to have something if you don't have anything at all to use to do this exercise. And you can also check in the scenes section. You have like houses also here. Okay, once you have one of these 3D model, well, you need a 3D geometry, and you also need the add-on that is going to be in the get extensions. So you search for Bool tool. This is the add-on we're going to use. And if it's not installed, just click on install right here. You can see you can also uninstall it. And sometimes it's already here. So just go in the add-on and it should be like a pre-installed. So if you have it, you can activate it here, you can deactivate it. So make sure it's downloaded, install it, and activate it. And again, we dedicated also other video guides to the Bool tool and video lessons about Blender. So I'm gonna go quick here. I'm gonna show you all the passages, but I'm gonna go quick. I will activate the screencast keys so you can see. But if you need more help, you can check the Blender video course and the other lessons and courses. So I'm gonna create a really quick architecture here, really simple, just to do the example. So what I'm going to do is just add a, well, I can start with a simple plane, which is going to be 2 meters times 2 meters. I'm just going to go into edit mode and start to model this out. So I will make this a first room, like a bigger room. And also I will snap to the grid. So I'm going to hold the shift key. I'm going to also click on the grid so I can use the grid as a reference. And each one of these line is 1 meter. So this is like 6 meters times 3 meters, which could be fine for like a small room. And then I proceed with the modeling. So I can press here the extrude or E key, extrude on the X. So type the X and, just create something really, really easy. Again, I'm going to extrude and type epsilon. So I'm going to go this way. And then you can fix, rearrange, you can select the edges, push them and make something bigger, smaller, whatever. Okay, let's say that this is going to be our basic plan. Now we need to make it an actual 3D and create walls, etc., etc. So well, I would here just extrude this. So select these 3 faces with the face selection and extrude up so they become like 3 meter high like this. Okay, check the measures. Okay, so this is 3 meters. And how we can create the doors and the windows? Well, I usually cut in the middle. So you can go here and use the loop cut. So I will cut here and it goes down. So Control Z, deactivate the snap. So slice, and then let's make a couple of slices. So slide around here to create more subdivisions that will help you to create the doors, the windows, and etc., etc. Of course, this is just a quick example. Okay, and now I'm gonna go to select the faces and delete some of these faces. So this will be a door, and then maybe we have a back door here, and then maybe we have some windows. So this, I'm selecting the faces and just deleting with the X. Okay, and you can slow down the video, of course, if you have problems. And let's put maybe another window here. Okay, it doesn't matter. It's just, we have like a box. And now I'm gonna separate the stuff that I created. So I'm gonna select this one here, go to selection, select similar or Shift G, and then do coplanar. And then you want to separate this. So right click and separate, or P selection. Okay, and then same thing goes for the bottom one. So Shift G and then coplanar, and then P to separate selection, and then move it down. And now, just to make things more understandable, I'm going to move this up, I'm going to move this down, so you can see all the pieces. And you can see this is not geometry. This is, well, yes, it's not a closed solid. It's not a solid geometry. To make it a solid geometry, we want to go here and activate a modifier. So I'm going to go to Add, type solidify, and this will make the wall for you. You can go in, supposed to be 0.3 meters usually, and then do even thicknesses, so everything will be even. And then you need to apply the modifier so that this is an actual solid. It doesn't have problems. And the same goes for these other two. So add modifier, and then go for the solidify again. So if you don't find it right away, you can search it, and then 0.3, and then just apply. And same goes for the other, or we can just, in this case, we can just delete that and copy this, Control-C, Control-V. Okay, so now we have all the pieces, but what we can do with this. So first thing you could do is, if I hide this one up here, so H to hide, and I'm gonna move this up with the snap, so it's gonna snap back to the base. Okay, so the first thing you could do is like watch this from the top view, and you have orthographic and perspective. So if you want a better look, you can go up here. We are in the solid shading, go up here. We can activate, for example, the shadows. Also X-ray would be useful sometimes, but shadows. And then with the little engine icon here, you can change and arrange the shadow better. So we have like an understanding of what's going on inside our building. But this is not a real section. When you section, you slice something off. You remove something. So part of the top view should be removed for a nice plan view, either that is 3D or 2D. And also you can do like vertical sections in the same way, but we're gonna do like a plan view section so you understand. Okay, so next step is to create the cutter, so the object that we will use as a slicer. So I'm gonna create a cube, and I'm gonna put this cube right here, and I'm gonna make it bigger. So I will go again to edit mode, use the face selection here, and just make it bigger so that it basically covers everything. So like this, it doesn't matter how big it is. Maybe you can do it smaller. And then from the side, I'm gonna push this up. Usually the sections are around 1.5 meters, so they should be around something around here. But make sure they go through the windows and the doors. That's the main objective. So now that we have these two, so this one here will be the active object, and this will be the cutter. So make sure the cutter is darker than the active object. So hold the shift key, click again. This one here should be brighter, which is the object that is going to be cut out. And so now we're going to go up here on the sidebar. So press N to expand the sidebar. Look for the edit patch here, the edit tab. And here you have the Boolean and the Bool tools. Now you have two types. The automatic Boolean, so we're going to use the slice in this video, but again, we created other videos for the other tools and other lessons about Booleans. So slice, there you go, is going to slice right away, and you have like the two pieces, one on the top, one on the bottom, and this will be not fine, but I'm going to show you also the other one. So Control Z, go back, and you can use the brush Boolean slice. So what happens here is that you can still see the box, and so you can move the box up and down. So if you change your mind, this is kind of more flexible to understand where you actually want to put that slice. Well, you can see that it's kind of a slice plane right here that is creating that line. So that's the exact point where it's going to be applied. And then you can toggle on and off the cutter. You can apply the cutter, you can remove the cutter. Also, if you select this cut area, you can see that's basically a Boolean right here. So it creates also the Boolean node or modifier, so you can change it, you can intersect, you can unite, you can use this one. And also here, you can change the solver, and it could be floating, exact, manifold. Now, manifold, it means that the geometry is good. It's supposed to be non-manifold. Non-manifold is not good, essentially, so manifold is good. And so we can, keep this, or we can also try the other. And you can apply at some point. You don't need that modifier anymore. You can, here you have like a collection with a cutter. You can hide that, and you can hide definitely the box. So everything is nice and organized. And then you are left with the pieces. Also here you have another one. Left with the pieces of the operation. So you can move this up, or maybe we can hide it because we're gonna focus on this. This is the one we want. This could be a 3D again. From the top could be seen as this, like a plan view, like a 3D plan view, or we can actually export the 2D from this and use it like in a CAD application or something. So to do this, we're gonna go again in edit mode, and we will select all the faces that are on the top. So you can hold the shift key, but this is gonna be long. So we're just gonna go to select, similar, and then coplanar. So C for coplanar. So it will select all the faces in the same position. Now you should duplicate this, but also if we want, we can just right click and separate it. So P again, selection, separate selection. So this is going to go into another object that I can move up. So you can see this is the basically the 2D that we're going to use to create the CAD. And here we left some openings because we separated those faces. So how we can fix that? Let's go again, edit mode. And now we select the edge. So the open edge like this. And then in the selection now, we're going to go in select all by trait, and we will select non-manifold. Non-manifold will select like open geometry that is not good if we need to do some booleans or things like that, or in general. So click this and you will select all of that stuff, and then right click again, and you can do new face from edge, and that's going to create that nice face. If it doesn't create a nice face like with triangles and segments and stuff like that, you can always go here and go to dissolve. It's around here. For example, if I do fill, you can see it creates all this stuff. So if you want to remove it, you go to the dissolve edges function. Anyway, one way or the other, we close that stuff, and now it's visible and it's nice. It's not hollow. And so this is the 3D representation. This is the 2D. Now, the last thing we want to do is right click, convert this into a curve. So that actually is going to become a vector graphic, a technical drawing that we can export. And of course, we can create the doors, the windows, and all that stuff. This is just the simplest thing and quickest thing out, just to show you the whole process. So once you're finished, you go to File, Export, and export SVG. You can go SVG, but you need a grease pencil for that. For maybe you need to convert to grease pencil first and then to SVG, or we can just export DXF, which will be perfect for using that with CAD, LibreCAD, FreeCAD. We have open alternatives to AutoCAD. You find all the courses in the channel. So I'm just gonna save this into like a folder here. That's gonna be like example plan view. You can use it in Revit, you can use it in SketchUp, and whatever. Okay, so export, and that's the basic stuff to do it, and the rest is up to you. But if you want to stay updated for more videos like this, more video guys, subscribe to the channel. If you want to thank us, support us, join the channel as a supporter. You will also see some private content, and you can also check our video courses, video guides. And so that's enough for this video guide. I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. See you in the next.